a new Nier game is out, and I haven't played it yet because I'm saving money to buy the new Resident Evil. Couple of other games that I like, so I can't really afford buying the new Nier Replicant. Not to mention that it doesn't have to be Stushi. No ass, no sass. So I'm not really that interested. I'm probably going to buy it eventually, though. And then I'll tell you guys how I feel about it. But what's interesting is that I did play the previous game, the Nier Automata, and what I really loved about that game was the choice in difficulty. You had the hardest difficulty, which even I didn't like playing on because it was just absolutely absurd. You get hit in once and you're dead. So that's like an incredibly difficult way to play the game. But some people do enjoy it. And then there is the type of difficulty where the game literally plays by itself. And it's a good thing. You know, like you get maybe a girlfriend that wants to try it out. Maybe you got a 5-year-old that wants to learn how to play games. And yeah, I mean, that game should be there. I didn't expect that this is what video game journalists are going to like. You know, it's a meme that you have video game journalist difficulty level because they can't play video games for shit. And apparently, they actually make articles saying that they enjoy the mode, which is designed for the most casual of players. You know, it used to be called the enthusiastic press, as in they would be enthusiastic about video games, so they would write about them. But now they write about critical race theory all the time, don't they? It's probably like the very reason why there is such a disconnect between gamers and the gaming press. The gaming press doesn't care about games. They care about social issues. It's like the type of person that wanted to write for The Guardian or CNN and unfortunately has to write for Polygon. That's how the video gaming press feels like. I mean, without video games, you'd never hear about their hot takes about political opinions. Look at this. Letting the AI take over put me in the director's seat of a high-intensity post-fantasy anime, and I'm never going back. It's like, man, if you like it so much, why not just watch an anime? I don't get it. Like, what is the point of the medium? It's like watching television, but turning the lights off so you can only hear the sound. And it's like, why are you watching TV then? Just go listen to a radio. Or you know, like having television on with only letters on a screen, and it's like, okay, but then just go read the book. It's like there is a different medium that should be enjoyed properly especially if you're writing about that medium and you're writing critics about that medium. Turns out I don't love pressing the dodge button at the exact moment I need to. Man, like, are these people for real or are they just playing off a meme? It's so hard to tell. I think it's for real because I've seen video game journalists play. It's a train wreck. Like you like watching just because of how bad it is. Parry timings. Maybe in Sekiro when parrying somehow manages to be an art form, religion, and exacting science. What on earth are they talking about? Like, I played Sekiro. Like, yeah, sure, in the beginning parrying is a little difficult, but after you get the gist of it, it's not that difficult to parry. The rest of the time, I don't care how loose or tight the window is. It's rarely interesting enough to make it worth fussing over. And how engaging can a square, square, square combo really be? Even if you get the fancy throw, cross, and triangle at the end, does it really matter? Hell no. This is video game journalism, by the way. I mean, I get it. Like, maybe you don't like the genre. Like, maybe you don't like the style of the game. You know, maybe the guy doesn't like God of War, where, you know, you gotta press square a lot. It's like, okay. I bet he loved the Last of Us too, though, even though you have a lot of square mashing there. If you don't like the genre, don't play the game. Like, why are you writing about something that you don't enjoy? I don't get it. It's like, yeah, I really dislike that game, so the game has an easy mode, which lets the game play by itself, and I loved it. So just watch a Twitch streamer then. Can you even watch Twitch streamers? Like, are there even Twitch streamers that play games anymore? Or is it just like Twitch streamers that show boobies pretending to play games so that journalists can defend them and say that if you criticize that, you're a misogynistic pig? It was on my way back to Nier Village from the rules-bound, mask-loving city of Facade that I logged out of the game and dropped the difficulty down to easy. I wasn't about to spend any longer than I had to. And I thought, why not give the auto battle system a try? So he toggled it on, and you know what I can do? Perfect dodge 100% of the time, perfectly parry 100% either, and not having to worry about how many times I push square or triangle was not only an emotional quality of life improvement, it took a massive load off the aging joints and ligament in my hands. At 38, with the amount of console games I have to play for this job, anything that takes the stress off my hands is a godsend. Why is the company keeping this guy hired? You know what's funny? Like, when you have a person that actually says, look, I can't play games anymore, instead of the company going, well, if you can't play games, how the fuck are you supposed to write about them? You know, like, let's hire a new blood. You know, let's hire fresh talent. No. They're going to keep him in. But if he were to do a racist joke or a sexist joke, immediately fired. Because, like, being hired or fired now has nothing to do with how good you are at the job. It's the political opinions you have that are more important. Why the fuck would I want to read articles from a guy that literally says his hand hurts too much in order to play video games? Like, look, I get it. You know, but you should be like a football player. You know, Messi retires when he gets to the age of 40. even Messi retires. Like, maybe it's like that job. I mean, you probably get paid well quite nicely to be a game journalist. Probably get wined and dined by all the companies. When you feel that you can't hold the controller in a hand, maybe it's time to quit. Leaping into the middle of a huge pack of little gestalts wearing shields like helmets, auto battle flipped from the giant shard launching dark lance to dark execution, immediately dropping a charge blast impaling half a dozen. So he gets to feel like he's the shiznit without putting the effort. Like, man, why don't you just watch a streamer? Holy crap. And of course, like, the comments have disabilities. There are no more comments here. Honestly, more games need to steal this. Like, look, I don't mind that video games have an easy mode which gets the game to play by itself. As I mentioned, you know, you can have a girlfriend. You can have a 2-year-old child. There might be casual gamers that never actually try to play video games and are getting into it. That's fine. But I'm laughing at the video game journalist. What the hell is this? Dia Lacina. Why? Nier Replicant, beautiful update. What else did Dia Lacina wrote? In God of War, moms come last. Shadow of the Tomb Raider tries but fails to tackle its own colonialism. Like, look at this shit. How did I know? How the fuck did I know? You know, because this is the problem. Like, these people don't like video games. They don't like the gameplay. They don't like playing video games. So they have to write about this garbage. Because they don't know what to write about video games. They don't experience the medium. They don't like it. They don't play it. So they have to come up with stuff. It's the same way if you made me write about fishing. Like, I don't know shit about fishing. I've no idea about what I could write. But you know what I could write? Drama surrounding fishing. I could talk about the pollution and the environment and that type of crap. Sure, that's something that I could do. But when it comes about how to catch a trout, how to catch a sea bass, I have no idea. Zero whatsoever. Oh, God. A game's photo mode... Look at this. No, look. A game's photo mode isn't just a feature. It's my way of seeing the world. This is insane. Like, this person not only doesn't like playing video games, but, like, writes article explaining how the gameplay is inconveniencing them. This is video game journalism in 2021, and the developers listen to them. Like, they have the ear of the developers. You, the customer, you don't matter. In fact, you, the customer, are probably racist, sexist, homophobic, and worst of all, a raging bigot. You don't like Battlefield 5. You don't like the art on the box, and you complain. So, you're a bad person. Hey, you know, like, they really freaked out when THQ Nordic went on 4chan because it completely bypassed the journalist and it made them feel useless. So they started accusing THQ of supporting pedophilia, I believe, because they went on a website like 4chan. Quite interesting. Like, how would they know about it if they don't also go and support? Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.